What's happening, YouTube? YJ Wolf here, and today I'm going to tell you the story of my first furry meetup. Why didn't I do that from the start? I have no idea. But today I'm making it up to you. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the story of my first furry meetup. It's really a wonderful story. Sit back and enjoy. So, just for privacy reasons, I'm not going to mention my friends' names or anything like that. Just like my other story video. Again, just for privacy reasons, but still. Anyway, I was essentially one lonely furry who had absolutely no friends whatsoever. No friends through school, nothing. But that began to change. I was one day, I was on Furry Amino, and I basically discovered a little thing that said, Downers Grove Furry Meetup. I think you may have noticed it from my other video, if you watched it, that is. And immediately I was interested. So I immediately joined their chat, and I was welcomed on that chat pretty with open arms. But that was just a start. So I paid the little fee that they have. You gotta pay to get in sometimes. They gotta pay for the place, you know? I mean, that's obvious. So I paid, I started looking around, you see? I looked around and I was, man, I had no idea. But then I heard a name, my name, YJ. For some reason they go by their furry names. I didn't know this at the time. But I heard the call, YJ. And there my friends were. And by the way, this is the first time I get to know what they look like, so that's interesting. I essentially didn't know what to do exactly. I sat down with them and, like a complete fool, I was shaking. Because, you know, I was nervous. I was still nervous. And everyone was just like, hey, are you alright, buddy? And all that. And it's just like, we're very good, nice people. We don't bite. That's actually one of the most interesting things when they said they don't bite. I'll never forget that. Well, I'll never forget the meetup, but you know, still, let's keep one thing at a time. Anyway, my friend, one of them, spread out their arms like this. The universal symbol of hug me, right? I didn't know what I was doing, so I did it. And yeah, that's one of the things that I learned about furries. They like to hug, even though they hug complete strangers sometimes, you know? And that was actually quite an interesting occasion. I never knew that, essentially. I mean, I knew it, but I didn't really know the significance of it. I didn't know what that was like, essentially. So then one of my friends comes up in suit, and then she hugs me. So yeah, hugged by two, for lack of a better term, complete strangers in you know, about 2 seconds. What a record, I guess. So later on, they decided for us to go. We decided to go to get coffee, essentially. Why you would want coffee at this late of night? It was nighttime. I should have probably mentioned that, though you know that if you saw the video. Yeah, we went there. We went to a local Starbucks. I don't drink coffee, so I didn't really get anything. I was with, which was, you know, it must have been an interesting night for the coffee shop people because of all the fursuits. But yeah, we went there and we sat outside with our drinks. Well, their drinks. I didn't have any. and we talked about a lot of stuff. I was still shy, and admittedly I still am, but I was with some of the nicest people I'd met in a while. And you know, that says a lot, actually. That says a lot, because I hadn't met some nice people in a long time. So we walked back, and then my friend and I, we walked back down the stairs to the meetup. And I didn't have a fursuit at the moment. I had yet to make it, so I was going fursuitless for the time. Is that really what you call it, fursuitless? I don't know. So we went down, so I went to have fun with a bunch of the other furry no, not furry YouTubers, who am I kidding? Well, some of them are YouTubers, but who knows? I went to meet a lot of other furries, and that's when I really got, this was my first exposure to the fandom. So, first real time I met actual furries in an actual place. This wasn't just some online chat group. This was real. And and basically from when I got back to the coffee bar, I wasn't shaking anymore. It's funny because you can have so much caffeine you can end up shaking, but I wasn't. I was like legitimately, but I was like, but you know, that's ironic. So I went to party with the other fursuiters. I played with them and I watched them, and I was just like, man, this place is me. And then I partied for a bit, I messed around, and finally I left because I had work the next day, and I was reluctant to leave, but I had to because of work. I had to get my 8 hours type of thing, and I wanted to get breakfast in the morning. So, but even the next day, I was completely awestruck about what happened. I was just smiling all the time during the day, and I was like, man, what did I just do last night? So I went there and I had a great time, and this is the first time in a while. Growing up, I never really did this, so I'm not saying feel bad for me. I'm not trying to make some sob story, but you know, I never did that. So I just want to say, the furries out there that I met, you know who I'm talking about, because this video is about you, even though I'm not mentioning your names. I'm just saying thank you. Thank you for welcoming me into this wonderful, wonderful fandom. I'll never ever forget you guys, no matter how well or badly our relationships and all of that. I'll never forget you guys. You will always be in my heart. So sorry, I can't really think. The suit's kind of hot. So yeah, I mean, so thank you, fellow furries. Thank you for such a wonderful time. You make a huge difference in my life. So that's my video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like it. What else? I try to get videos out every week or so. This week is special because I was let out early yesterday. And let out early from work, I mean. And yeah, I'm YJ Wolf, and this message will self-destruct.